Good morning, everyone. It's Rose Coleman coming to you live from my craft room here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. It's Friday, end of the week. I love to end the week off with crazy hair. No, just kidding. Love to end the week off doing a fun fold with you. And this week I have featured the amazing To Market Suite. If you haven't checked it out, it's in the catalog on page 38 and 39. This is a very fresh and vibrant and colorful suite. It has vegetables, it has flowers and patterns, and that can be used for masculine or feminine. It's a really versatile little bundle. So if you're flipping through the catalog and you see, oh, I don't need vegetables, you see it, you just see it as vegetables. It's more than vegetables. And today I'm going to share a birthday card with you. We're going to make a birthday card. Even though this stamp set doesn't have birthday in it, I'm going to showcase another stamp set that I'm going to feature coming up. But I want to feature as many bundles as I can in the month of June because you can get 10% off bundles during the month of June. This sale started. Hi, Elaine. Good morning. Hi, Kim. Hello, hello, everyone. Hello, Sherry. This sale started on June 5th. It goes all the way to June 30th, right? Hi, Marie from Sundry. We got sunshiny day here today. It's so beautiful. Blue sky. Love, love, love it. It's a Friday. It is all the good feelings over here today. I got my coffee in my Live Well, Laugh Often, Love Much mug. Love this. Enjoying my coffee this morning, and it's the end of the week, and let's kick off the weekend with a fun fold. This one, I think you're gonna love it. I want to keep making more of this card style. This one is called an interlocking gate fold. So it's interlocking, I was tempted to call it a weave fold, but you'll see why when I flip the camera and show you. So let me put my coffee down. Let's get started. I got lots of stuff to share with you today. Okay, here we go. Summer is back. Yeah, exactly. I love the sunshiny days. All right, here we go. We're going to flip the camera. Bear with me. Hello, hello, Rita. Okay, so there's my work surface. There's the host code, guys. Don't forget you have till midnight on Sunday, June 9th, to place your minimum $60 order in Canada with me. And I'm going to send you all my 5 card kits. I've got a pile off to my left here. I will show you those cards that I've been doing all week long in case you missed them. I'm playing with To Market Suite this week, but if you love what you see, put in the item codes at the bottom of the page here. So the bundle is called Market Goodness. I'll give you the item codes. It is 163429, $49.50, but you're going to save 10% off. So you're going to save $4. What would that be? $4.95 off of that price. The paper is called To Market Designer Series paper. The item code is 163421 for that one. And the transparent dots, these gorgeous little dots here, the item code for that one is 163432. So if you're watching the replay on YouTube, check the description underneath the video. All the links will be there for these products. If you want to click on those, it will take you to my store where you can place your order. Don't forget to use the host code, guys. Another step that I love to request, and thank you all for doing this, is for you to send me an email. Drop me a line and let me know that you've placed an order using this host code, because some people place orders and they don't use the host code, and I don't know if you want my class, right? Perhaps you don't want this class. So please let me know if you have placed an order. Just give me a heads up and then we'll be all clear. Okay, so I've got my paper trimmer here, but I actually have everything pre-cut. Don't worry, sit back and relax. I am going to get this up. It won't be today. It might be later today. I can't say it can't be this morning because I have 2 other meetings this morning, but I will get the measurements up. There's a lot of pieces to this one, but it's worth it. Let me show you the final card. Here it is. Here's the front, bursting with happiness for you. We've got our fun little shopping bag there. That's a die cut. We're playing with those X's again, some of the tomato vines. Take a look at the inside. When I open it, it explodes into this interlocking. Look at the aerial shot. Woo! I love it. And it opens like this. I see your shocked faces. Thank you guys so much. Isn't it fun? And so we've got a little bit more of the shopping bags there, another one on this side, and then we're going to bring in a stamp set, and I'm going to do a happy birthday because I thought this is a fancy card. We're going to use this as a birthday, not just a hello, right? And I also love this card because, whoops, if you want to, like I'm doing this one on white, so you can actually sign on the back if you have a longer letter you want to. Thank you guys. Thanks, Krista. Thanks, Lori. If you want to say something more, but there is quite a bit of room right here. And if you want to omit one of these gift bags, you can also put a gift card on here. Put a little bit of tear and tape and stick your gift card there, right? Because I like to give gift cards. And so that's always a fun way to do it. Okay, thanks for your love, you guys. Thanks for saying you already like this one. Let's get started. Okay, for this card, we're going to need 2 pieces of basic white. Now, we're going to be using 12 by 12 white. I started off with white. So you're going to get all the cut pieces when you purchase my cards and you use this code, purchase. Let me back it up. You can purchase whatever you want as long as your order comes to $60 before your shipping and tax total in Canada, and you use this code. This is one of the 5 cards I'm going to be sending you. So we have a card piece here. This is 5.5 by 12. So I'm using 12-inch cardstock to make this one. And I've scored it at 4 and 8. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to make a valley fold and then a mountain fold. Okay. And I'm going to grab my bone folder. We're going to reinforce those score lines. Now we need to make it a little extra long because this is quite a big card, right? It's a big deal, this card. So then we're going to take another piece of white, and it's 4.5 by 5.5. I've gone ahead and put a little score line along the long edge here, and we're going to score that little score line. And I'm going to bring in my tear and tape, and we're going to extend this card. Extend it, make it a little bit longer here. Okay, so there we go. We're just coming down with the tear and tape. Now, you could use your liquid glue if you prefer for this part. I'm just using tear and tape to keep it simple here. Okay, so let's see. We're going to attach that to this side over here. So let's go ahead. We're going to open this up. So there's my adhesive. I'm going to lift up this side right here and just place it right along that score line, just like that. So we're making an extra score line. So now we're going to fold back on that one. So we've got valley and mountain. Okay, so there's the structure of the card. So now what we want to do is we're going to bring in, we need to create the mechanism for the other part to flow through. So essentially what I'm doing is creating the windows that for this accordion to go through. So we're going to bring in the Nested Essentials dies, and we're going to grab the third one, the third die. And we're going to, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my cardstock, fold it in half. I'm going to take my die and put it on the second panel. And we're going to deliberately go through both pieces. Yes, the die is strong enough to go through both pieces. So I'm just lining it up right here, making sure. I don't like to measure. That involves numbers and rulers, and that's not fun. So I'm just eyeballing it, making sure there's a little bit at the top and bottom. They're mostly the same. And then I'm just going to grab my Post-it tape, and we're going to stick this down. Make sure your die stays put. Now you could use any shape you want. The trick with this one, or the key with this one, I should say, is to use a set of dies that have multiple layers. So I'm using the Nested Essentials. So we're going to do some framing here in just a second. But first, I'm going to run this through my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine and create our double. Hi, Karen. Good morning. We're going to create our double window here. So here we go. We're going to lay this on the platform, get it straight here, and we're going to bring in our top plate. We're going to cut. Here we go. Put this on, and we're rolling through. Now you can, when you hear it snap like that, yeah, there we go. Then you can go backwards. So I would recommend going forward and back with this one, because you're cutting through 2 pieces of cardstock, right? So you want to make sure you're getting that cut. And then you can take a glimpse at the back and make sure you've got cut lines, and then you should be fine to remove your die. Loving the Post-it note tape because it does not tear my cardstock. I love that. So now we have that. Now hold on to these pieces because you can use them for another project, right? We're not going to use them on this project, but you can use them on another one. So now let's open up. We've got those two windows where we want them, right? Right in the center pieces there like that. Now, you could go ahead and bring in some designer series paper. I'm choosing to keep mine white, and I'm going to make my frames. Let me show you how to make the frame. So the frame, we're going to use the biggest nested essential die. So I'm skipping one. So there is another one in between, but I want to make a nice frame. So I'm going to stick these together. So let's take the dies and lay them on my glass mat, and we're going to put them together. And I want to use this Post-it tape to actually secure my dies together so that they don't move. Because what we're going to do now is we're going to cut through garden green cardstock to make this frame to go around our doorway. Okay, so there's my two dies stuck together. All right, so now we're going to bring in, I have two pieces of garden green. It's actually a card base. We're going to cut it. And let's lift this up, put this on top like so. And we put that on here, and we're going to do the exact same thing again. Run it through. So we're running it through here like this. And I'm going to go forward and back because, again, I'm running through two pieces of cardstock. Now, when you get your card kits from me, I will send you these frames, okay? So don't worry if you don't have the Nested Essentials dies. I question why you don't. No, I'm just kidding. I will send them to you. The requirement for my weekly class kits in the mail is to have my bundle that I'm featuring. But the other dies that I bring in, I will cut those for you, okay? I don't do the die cutting for anything with the feature because the expectation is that you either own it already or you're going to purchase it this week. So I just want to make that clear. I won't be doing the cutting of the vegetables or anything like that. You guys will have, I'll send you the cut pieces for the cardstock, and then you guys can cut your own vegetables. All right, so let's put the dies back where they belong. My Post-it note tape, that is reusable. So you can put it, I like to stick it on the handle of my machine. All right, we've got frames. Look at that, door frames. I should tell my dad, who's a carpenter, look how quickly I made door frames, Dad. He would laugh at me because he has a wicked sense of humor. Okay, so we're going to put these door frames onto the card. You could call them window frames, door frames, whatever you want to call them. They're frames. So let's get our glue flowing here and get these onto the card. Easy so far, right? Okay, so we're just building up this base of the card here. So let's open this up and we'll put these garden green frames right around the doors. The openings, windows, doors, whatever you want to call them. So there we go. Just, well, you got a little bit of wiggle room with that glue, but boy, mine is not giving me much room here. Okay, let's see if I can get this one on without any issues. All right, so there we have it. We have our two garden green door frames. Now for the front and back, I got a little something going on there, a little glue or something. Let me grab my glue eraser and see if I can remove that. Something's going on there. Sometimes, you know, things happen. You guys know. A little piece of something black there. We're not going to worry about it. We're going to proceed forward. Okay, so let's take a look. We've got in my pile of designer series paper here, I've got a piece of this pattern here with the flowers. If you were making a floral theme card, you could use that side, but I'm going to use the peach pie with the pumpkin pie dots. I'm going to use that pattern, and I'm also going to bring in a garden green, my garden green pattern right here. These are going to go on the insides like that. So again, let's flip them over and get our glue flowing here. Okay, get these put down in place. Easy peasy, and it'll be easy for you because I'm going to have all these pieces cut for you. You'll be able to sit down and make these cards and rewatch my video. My video is my tutorial, but I do send you a PDF tutorial with the cutting and the scoring measurements and the link to the video so that you can recreate these cards. If you love them and you want to recreate them, you can do that. So let's deal with the front, and then we'll get into the inside. So for the front, I have a piece of real red that's going to go on here, and then I have a layer of white. So on that layer of white on the front, let's do some stamping. So we've got the stamp that says bursting with happiness. So I'm going to stamp that with real red. I'm bringing in my real red ink pad here. Bursting with happiness, we'll stamp that at the top, up here like so. And then I've gone ahead, and you're going to get this as well, and I've cut out one of these circles from the the circles, what are they called? I've got them right here. Deckled, not eclectic, it's deckled circle dies, these ones right here. That's where I cut this little circle. I'm going to bring in my garden green ink pad, and we're going to stamp for you on that circle. Tap, 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 get that inked up. There we go. Okay, so now that's going on the front on a dimensional. So we'll flip her over and we'll grab a dimensional, and I think I need, oh yeah, we can use up these ones, this little strip here. Don't throw away your extra or excess dimensionals around the edges. Keep them. They are super, they're same as the hexagons, right? You just use your snips and cut them a bit smaller to fit whatever project you're working on. Okay, so we've got that. We're going to put the for you right there. Then in your kit, you're going to also have another piece of designer series paper with this, I was going to call it strawberries. It's tomatoes on a vine. So let's go ahead and add our glue to this one, and we'll put that at the bottom of this white piece down here like so. Okay, and then I love this X's, the line of X's, so I thought I'd bring that in. Let's ink that up with some garden green ink, and we'll stamp that across. I put my DSP down first because that's my frame of reference. I'm actually going to line that up just over the DSP and add some nice little bit of accent stamping. Love it. Love, love, love it. Okay, so then from using my chamois cloth, which comes with the glass mat. The Glass Mat Studio, you guys, is available to demonstrators right now. So with the Studio, the Glass Mat Studio, you get the glass mat, which I'm using as I've been using since December when I got mine as my stamping surface. You get the chamois cloth, and you also get, let me bring it in, drum roll please. I call mine a charcuterie board, you guys know me. This silicone mat, my white silicone mat, I love this thing. So I've got a whole bunch of stuff already pre-cut here. I'm going to grab one of these little bags, the shopping bags, and we're going to bring in my other silicone mat. So I'm going to move my charcuterie board off to the side, and we're going to get to that in just a second. But I'm going to get my glue flowing, and we're going to put this layer onto my real red layer and get this onto the card front. Okay, so just a tiny bit of glue is all you need. And we're going to go ahead, put that onto the real red. Let's do that first, right here. We've got about 1/8 of an inch all the way around there. And now flip it over and add more glue. And put this on the front. We're getting there, we're getting there. The structure of the card is coming together. Okay, so there we go. We got that. Now let's deal with our nice garden green shopping bag. So what I'm going to do here, guys, I'm going to take my glue and I'm going to come in around and add glue to the edges of my shopping bag. And you could use a sponge or anything, a finger dauber, a sponge dauber, to add a dollop of glue and then spread it with a sponge. Or you can just take your time like I am here and just come around and add just a tiny bit of glue to all these little spots. Even better, and I didn't even think of it, to be honest with you today, I could have run this through my adhesive sheet and then it would have adhesive all over it. That would work as well. Okay, but I've got all my glue on there. So we're going to bring in those veggies, and I figured a fun way to do, I want to fill this bag full of veggies. So the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to bring back my little board here, And I'm just going to add the veggies to the bag from the back side, okay? So I'm going to flip them over. So let's grab a purple onion. We'll put that down here in the bottom of the bag. Because it's backwards, I'm flipping it, right? So I'm just going to add my veggies. Then I've got one of these orange peppers that I cut out of the designer series paper. Then I'm going to add some tomatoes. Let's put the tomatoes over here like that. So we're adding the vegetables and staying within the confines of my bag, my shopping bag, right? Okay, let's add some carrots to our bag. Yummy, yummy carrots. Nothing like sweet carrots from the summertime garden. Okay, so there's our carrots. Let's add some romaine lettuce because we can't make a salad without lettuce. So we'll add that right here. Okay, so then you can just come in here and grab your glue and add a bunch of glue to the back side of all these pieces before you flip it over. And then it'll be ready to go onto your card front. So I'm going to grab my Take Your Pick tool. Remember yesterday I said I couldn't find it? Yeah, I was right. Both of my Take Your Pick tools were in my other room. Okay, so look at that. I have my shopping bag full of veggies most. Okay, let's go ahead and add that to our front of our card. It's a nice, big, full shopping bag. I love it. Tap, tap, tap it all around, and boom, you've got the front of your card done. Let's get on to the inside of the card. So the inside of the card, if you're just joining me, we're making this interactive gatefold card here, like that. So now we have to do the real red part, right? Because you can see I've done the DSP, I've put the door frames in, I've cut the holes for the doors, put the door frames around. Now we get to do the fun accordion part. So for that part, what we're going to bring in is some real red cardstock. I have 2 pieces of real red cardstock, and all of this is going to be on the PDF. 3 1/4 by 9, scored at 2 3/4 by 5 1/2, and 8 1/2. So let's just burnish that score line. So you've got a 1/2 inch score line here. So that's what's going to help us to extend this a little bit bigger. And then the other piece is 3 1/4 by 8 1/2, scored at 2 3/4 by 5 1/2. So we're going to go ahead and score all of this and flip this around because these 2 pieces have to be glued together to make that nice long accordion. So let's add liquid glue because I've got it in front of me, so I might as well just use my liquid glue on this little 1/2 inch strip. And then we're going to lay this piece right here like that. Okay, now we get to do the fun part. We're going to decorate once this glue decides to set. There we go. I think it's, let's just help it along, give it some patience. Okay, so let's bring in some designer series paper. So these 2 pieces here, when they go together, it looks like they would have equal squares, but these 2 squares in the center are bigger, are the biggest ones, okay? So those ones are 3 inches wide. I'm just going to grab my ruler and double check that I'm telling you the right thing. Yes, 3 inches and 3 inches. So then my layering for my pieces will have to be 3 3/4. So let's see. Where are my layers here? So we've got strawberry pieces. I need 2 for the ends here. I'm just going to lay them on here first. I'm just going to do a little dry fit here. So 3 by 2 1/2. And then we need the wood grain pieces. Do I have those? Yes. Okay. So these 2 here are going here. And then for the middle, I need bigger pieces because remember this is 3 inches. So we're going to do 2 3/4, just a little bit wider. That's all. So there and there. So we've got it all laid out. So let's just go ahead and flip the pieces over. I'm just going to lay them down here like this and then add the glue. And I know exactly where they're going to go. Just kind of a fun way to do it so you know you're not making any mistakes. Okay, so here we go with the glue. Whoa, that's a lot of glue. Just go around and put your glue on your squares like so. 2 more. And this one over here has way too much glue for my liking. So I'm going to take this one and I'm just going to like smear it off a little bit because, you know, spread the wealth, right? Why should one piece have too much glue and one not another? Not enough. Okay, that's good. We're good with that. So let's put these down. We're going to put our tomatoes on this block Then we're gonna put the wood grain right here. And then we've got tomatoes again. And you could do these all the same if you wanted to, but I wanted to alternate because I won't have enough DSP to share with my class attendees that I'm going to be sending these to if I had done the same pattern. But I actually like the variety of patterns. You could even do 4 different patterns if you wanted to. I stuck to 2 patterns here, but you could, you know, possibilities are endless. So there we've got our full panel. And so we want to start off with a valley, okay? So we're going to do a valley and then a mountain, another valley, another mountain, and another valley, okay? So when you get this folded up, I'm going to show you the aerial shot. Don't be alarmed if you've got this little narrow piece. And that makes sense because remember my 2 middle squares were a little bit bigger than the other ones. So that's exactly how it's supposed to look, okay? So there's the aerial shot. Like that. Now we have to put that inside the card we made, the card base, right? So we'll bring this one back and we'll open it up. Then you take this and you simply feed it through. So you come through here like that. You're going to come on through. Now, there's no glue on anything yet. I'm just kind of laying it out to see how this is going to look. So there we have it, my friends. This is how the card goes together. And last but not least, all we have to do now is glue it. So let's take the whole shebang and fold it up first. Fold it up into a nice, neat package. Then you can go ahead, open it up, and then put, I'm just kind of squaring this up with my door frame in the background like this. And I'm going to close up the real red. And this is where I'm going to put my glue. And we do it one step at a time. So we're just going to put glue on here. And then we're going to close up the front. So let's put our glue. And if you have a little extra glue, you don't want to have tons of glue, but you do want to have a fair bit of glue to hold this together. All right, so I'm happy with that placement. So I'm just going to gently hold it with this hand and then close my card. Okay, closing the card. Now I'm going to flip the entire package over and then we're going to work from the back and do the same thing. We're going to add our glue to that back panel. Okay, like that. And then we'll just close up the back piece. So easy. Now, we'll fold it over and give it a second because I'm using liquid glue. You could use tear and tape, you could use your Seal Plus, whatever your favorite is. But then when you open it, you can see, wow, I like the aerial shot. It looks like a W and a V interlocking together. So there we have the structure of the card. The last thing we do now is to decorate the card. So I'm going to bring back my charcuterie board of things to go on this card using the 2 Market Suite. Like, I just love it so much. What I'm going to be sending you is some designer series paper. It'll be rough cut. So you'll just take your scissors and cut out these 2 little purses, 2 little bags, shopping bags. And then we're going to load these up with some veggies. Okay. Let me grab my silicone mat. I'll put my card off to the side for a second. So we're working with these little shopping bags. So I've got my white one here. So I'm going to grab myself some things to put in it. So these are the ones I'm going to be putting in your kit. It'll come like this. You'll just have to trim it with your snips. So let's see. The white bag, I need a romaine lettuce. We're going to put romaine lettuce in that one and a bunch of carrots. And then my Blackberry Bliss bag, I'm going to grab some tomatoes, some more tomatoes because we never have too many tomatoes, and a purple onion. So the best way I know how to do this, or I do it, is to flip my bags over, add a little bit of glue like that, and then you can just like come in here and you can pick up the bag in your hand like that, and you can add them at the back, okay? So I'm just going to put the carrots like that, and then I'm just going to come in with the romaine like that. So make sure you're still within the confines of the opening of your bag to make it look realistic, right? So then I'll lay that down. I'll do the same thing with my Blackberry Bliss bag. I'm going to take my tomatoes and stick them poking out the top a little bit. And then my little purple onion, I'll just stick that one out the top. Now the possibilities are endless. You could use more veggies. You could put a romaine lettuce in both. Like, it's really fun to just, you know, pick your things that you're putting in these bags. All right, so now I'm just adding more glue because we're going to glue these down onto the inside of my card. So easy, right? Okay, so let's bring back the card. Now, when you have your card put together like this, you don't want to push it, squish it, right? These peaks are meant to be in the mountain phase right now, for lack of a better phrase. If you squish this now, you're going to squish your card. But it's okay. You can still do flat, because if you're like, Rose, I have to have it flat to be able to do anything. You can do it like this. You can open this up, and then I'm going to grab or you could, better yet, you should do this while your red piece is still flat. You could do it at that stage. I didn't do it at that stage, but it's totally okay. We're going to take this little bag and we're going to come in here and we're just going to lay that down on that front panel like that. Okay. And then the other one goes on this panel back here. And I got glue on my fingers and I can feel it. When that happens, it is very annoying. I have to go use I keep like a loofah sponge in my bathroom, and that's the only thing that gets this glue off my fingers. I mean, it works, but you know, you can't get it on your fingers. All right, so there's my little shopping bags. They're all set. Now we need somewhere to put our greeting. So I've already gone ahead with the Nested Essentials dies. I'm using the second to the largest, how do you want to say that? Rounded corner rectangle. Right? So from my charcuterie board, I'll show you, I've already pre-cut some of these. So this one right here, and I really wanted this to be a birthday card because I need more birthday cards than anything, right? So the one that I'm using, I'm pulling in this bundle. Oh my goodness, you guys, you have to get this bundle. It's 10% off because it's a new bundle, and it includes dies, and it includes, look at this adorable shopping cart. Love, love, love this one. It's called Attention Shoppers. It has some amazing greetings. It has a happy birthday, treat yourself, which would be great if you're giving gift cards. Shopping is always a good idea. Oh my goodness, that's totally me. I love shopping. There's a thanks, and then there's just for you. So I am totally in love with this bundle. I'm pulling in the happy birthday right here. So we're going to stamp that onto our Nested Essentials die using Real Red ink. So I'm just going to stamp that up here at the top so that I've got room to actually say a little greeting and sign my name. And we'll flip that over and we'll add our glue. Easy, easy peasy. This one has a lot of pieces, but it is definitely doable, and I cannot wait to send you this card, or the card kit, I should say. All right, there we have it, my friends. There we have number 5. This is our fun fold card. So let me bring in, before I forget, because often I do forget to give you the recap, but I'll take another look at this one. So there's the front. Thanks for all the love, you guys. And then I'm going to open it, and you can see I was inspired by Lisa Curcio. I forgot to mention Lisa Curcio for this card. Beautiful, beautiful design. And we have brand new products that are so fresh and so wonderful with this 2-market suite. So that's my Fun Fold Friday. Let's do a recap of the week. On Monday, I played along with the Global Design Project Challenge, and it was casing the designer, Krista Fratton. Krista's a friend of mine from Edmonton, and I love her design. So this is my Monday card. We pulled in the designer series paper. I fussy cut this one, and I used the dies from the 2-market, right? Or from the Market Freshness. I forgot the name. I just got to look. Market Goodness, boy, oh boy, the dies, let me bring them in. Market Goodness dies. So here's what I did. Can you see? We've got garden green for the stems. We've got the little blossoms from down here, and then the little teeny tiny bow tie. So you're going to need this bundle to make sure you make this card, right? I'm going to send you the cardstock pieces, the bling, the designer series paper, and you can actually die cut those with your own bundle. Okay, so that's Monday. Tuesday, we did a little white on white stamping, and I appreciate your comments, you guys. You guys like the white on white with the pop of color. It makes those veggies pop right off the card there. And I made my turnip. Look at that, the little yellow top. It's not a turnip, I learned. My husband taught me. It is a rutabaga, but our whole life in Newfoundland, we called it a turnip. But he learned that night when he went to the grocery store that it's actually called a rutabaga. Bursting with Happiness, the next day we play, this is Wednesday, we fussy cut one of these baskets out and we did some more veggies, filled it up, and just a little banner. This one is from a sketch I found in the catalog on page 22, and there's the inside of that one. I didn't show you the inside of the other ones. Oh, this one doesn't have an inside. What did I do? I think I brought, the wrong one. Here's my completed one. The other one I didn't get the inside, but this is the one that you are going to get in the mail. In the mail. You'll get your piece of white for the inside. So let's change that out. So that's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We did this one. I was inspired by my team member, Nadine, to let's bring in a toothpick, use that as a flag, because Nadine loves to do different things with recyclables, right? And I shared with you her tip that she shared with our team at our team meeting about using the foil from the top of a coffee can. And here we are, we're ending the week with this gorgeous fun fold card. Oh my gosh, I have had so much fun playing with the Market Goodness bundle. I hope you love this one as much as I do. I'll flip you around now. And I hope you're gonna grab this one so that I can send you these cards. If you live in Canada, this is a Stampin' Up! Rule. I cannot send card kits outside of Canada. I can only do them, I can only do business with Canadians. That's a Stampin' Up! Rule. So let me know if you like these and if you're interested, and if you have questions, I'm here for you. Take care, everyone. Have a fantastic weekend. I'll see you on Monday at 9 o'clock Mountain Time for my next card share. Thanks so much for all your comments. I appreciate it so much. Have a great rest of your Friday and your weekend ahead. Bye-bye.